I don't know if many other people have been talking about this, but if season 2 does come out, I feel like there's a couple things they could do that they've set up. One of the first things is Sin coming back. Now for this one, the first point I'm gonna bring up is the CG5 song teaser video. I'll play a clip for
Don't
it here.
worry, Silver followers. Who knows what the future may bring for me? But until that fateful day, I break free of my new host. I don't think a bit of musical reminiscing hurts. Thank you, CG5.
So Sin says that she's not done, and I get it if it's not canon, but it is definitely a sign that something could happen. I have some theories of how Sin could come back. So the first one is cloning. So they've cloned J and V, all them. So why wouldn't she clone herself? The second one I want to talk about is Sin's power limitations on Uzi. We don't know the power limitation on Uzi. All we know is that she's trapped in Uzi's body or whatever. But she can definitely move the tail part, so we don't know exactly what all she could do. She could just pass it on to someone else, maybe, but we don't know. That would have to be expanded on. This last theory for Sin coming back is Tessa explaining the solver and in episode 6, she shows how other planets were also infected with the solver. So that means there could be other drones on that planet with the solver that Sin could potentially take control over. And also, the solver also has the ability to just come about randomly, so if the wrong chance occurs, then the solver could come back again. Another random theory that I already talked about how different planets could be infected. So we don't know what's on those planets, and that could be something they expand into if they do a season 2. But also, just on Copper9 itself, there's supposed to be multiple different spires. So that means there's many times more disassembly drones that they could explore, or Sin could potentially come through those disassembly drones. There's just some general questions that I have also. Where is Yiva? We did see her in episode 3 flashback, but she was shot in the head with a bullet, and we see Dolph survive the exact same thing. So how did Yiva actually die? Because I don't think Yiva was killed by just a bullet to the head. Otherwise, she would have lived that because she also had the solver. So either the person that we saw in the flashback wasn't actually Yiva, or I think there's just something going on here that might just be continuity issue. But it only really shows the bullet to the head. There's not anything else that could be a sign of death for her. I mean, her core could be still running around somewhere, but also in that episode 3 flashback and in episode 3 when they visit Doll's apartment or whatever, it doesn't seem to be too much damage besides the bullet to the head. Also, the core of the planet exploded with Nori and Eva together, and I get that they forgot their memories, but they would have to remember their memories eventually, otherwise Nori wouldn't be looking for the patch. So, did Eva die off early enough so that she couldn't remember their memories, or did Eva just leave? The last random question I kind of have is, in episode 7, where the humans are trying to find a patch for the solver, what does corrupted mean in the database? Does corrupted mean that the solver took over? Or does corrupted mean something else entirely, where it killed off the subject instead of containing it? But we don't really know what that means. That could also just be something else that season 2 could just build off of, or it's just a one-off thing that we don't really need to pay attention to. But yeah, that's all really. See ya.